Hey, everybody, this is Diana Mahmood. I'm the membership specialist with ITSMF USA, and I am excited to be sharing this platform with Erika Flora, who is the founder of Beyond 20, which is an IT consulting, training, and software development company based on ITIL and other best practice frameworks. In addition, Erika is very well known in ITSMF USA circles. She was just recently a speaker at our Fusion conference. She's actually a speaker at many major conferences. And we're thrilled that she's agreed to present a webinar for us next week on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on the topic ITIL 4, everything you wanted to know but were afraid to ask. So you're not going to want to miss it. Erika is the lead editor for the upcoming Axios publication ITIL 4 Leader. I believe it's digital and IT strategy.
Perfect.
And among other things, she's going to be discussing what's coming down the pike with the new ITIL 4 release. Did I get all of that right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good. Woo! Welcome to, I think, what is your very first Facebook Live.
It is, yes.
That's awesome. So I'm really thrilled to finally get to meet you. I wanted to know how it is that you got involved with ITIL and, actually becoming a subject matter expert.
Yeah. So I actually bumped into to ITIL, probably 13 years ago now or so, 12 or 13 years ago.
Okay.
I was working as an IT project manager in the data warehousing and business intelligence group for Pfizer Pharmaceuticals in San Diego. And I got the opportunity to lead a metrics initiative. They were wanting to put more metrics in place to help with the visibility across IT. And they had heard about this thing called ITIL. And so they said, you go take a class, you figure out what this is, come back and tell the rest of us. And having a background in project management and seeing how having lightweight process in place can really help us scale and get better and faster as an organization. I just really loved it and ended up taking a lot of classes. Back in my day, it was version 2 of ITIL, so I've seen a lot of changes, and I've helped lots of organizations since that time implement a lot of this stuff. Helped implement tools, processes. I do a lot of teaching and speaking on the topic, and I've had the opportunity this past year to speak at Fusion and Service Management World, and it's been a lot of fun. So
yeah. Sounds like quite the journey.
Yeah.
As someone who monitors digital conversations, I've seen there's been a lot of buzz and conversation about ITIL 4 all over the World Wide Web. And I was wondering, from a 50,000 foot point of view, because I'm sure you could talk about it at length, what in ITIL 4 is drastically different? And what is, if you can comment, what is the most beneficial concept that ITIL 4 brings to an organization?
Sure. So the ITIL books really were in need of updating. The last time they were updated was 2011, and technology has changed, and landscape of organizations and just thought leadership in the industry has changed so much since then. So about a year ago, they started writing some of the new ITIL 4 content and pulling in a lot of the stuff that has really emerged in organizations since that time. So things like Agile and having agility in an organization. Talking about DevOps, there's a lot of tie-ins to DevOps in ITIL 4, a lot of tie-ins to Lean. And in fact, that was my talk at Service Management World, was how do these frameworks, philosophies, things like that tie in with ITIL 4? And the answer is a lot of this stuff is now in ITIL 4. And specifically, the thing that I'm really excited about in ITIL 4 is the release and updating of something called ITIL's Guiding Principles. And those are pulled from a lot of these other philosophies, frameworks, and they really speak to mindset. That was the thing I think was really missing in the ITIL books. There was a lot around, here are these processes, and here's some things to think about, and how you manage change, or how you handle incidents or requests at the service desk. But there wasn't really much of anything in the books that spoke to how do we approach all of this ITIL stuff? What should be our mindset? What should be the values and beliefs of our organization? And what should we push our organizations toward? So for me, that's what I am most excited about are the guiding principles, but there's lots of other
Give it a second.
Include a lot that organizations are experimenting with these days, so or have been doing for some time.
Okay, I think maybe we broke it, but I got the gist of it.
Okay.
So, value is a key focus for ITIL 4, and I was wondering if you've seen evidence that this concept change can change a business's perspective of IT.
Yes, because value is all about, do we truly understand what our customers need from us, and are they getting value from the work that we're doing? Are we working on high value things? And I think the big shift from version 3, yes, value was in the version 3 books, but it wasn't stressed like it is now. And I think what ended up happening, there was a lot of focus around having good processes in place. And so organizations invariably would put good processes in place, and then they'd be like, yay, we're doing ITIL. We are all done and we're amazing and our customers love us. And then you'd go and you ask their customers and they're like, no, we do not love them. They are not producing what we need from them. And so it's much more heavily emphasized in the ITIL 4 material. And I think it really benefits the folks that are going through training and learning the ITIL 4 content, because it really does also speak to mindset. Are we really focusing on our customers, and is what we're doing at the end of the day delivering value? Because if not, it doesn't matter if you have good processes or not. Good processes help, but that needs to be the place you start.
Yeah, that's true. So I read that you're the lead editor of the upcoming ITIL 4 leader publication on digital and IT strategy. So congratulations on that. That has to be very exciting. What are you excited as far as, I'm not asking for too many sneak peeks or confidential information, but is there anything as far as content that you're, well, I don't know if they're spoilers, but as far as content, is there anything you're particularly excited about? And how is the book going to move the conversation forward as far as ITIL 4?
Yeah, so a lot of the other intermediate books are now out and available, or at least electronic copies of them are available. And to some extent, a lot of them pulled information from previous versions and then added more information to the conversation. This book is, for me, very exciting because there wasn't any mention in the ITIL 3 books around how do you create a digital strategy for an organization. How do you make sure that you remain relevant in the industry? How do you disrupt your own organization if your own organization needs disrupting? How do you, if your goal is to disrupt your industry, how do you even start or go about that? So the stuff in this book is going to be a lot of new things. So it will come out sometime next year. We are diligently working on it, and I'm excited for what it will add to the conversation.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to add quite a bit.
Yeah.
So speaking of conversations, next week you're going to be speaking to us on the topic of ITIL 4, everything you wanted to know but were afraid to ask. And so for people out there listening, who should register for this webinar, and what will they get out of the presentation?
Yeah, so what's really interesting is I've taught some ITIL 4 classes, and invariably what students say is, oh, I wish my manager was here, or I wish leadership was here, or I wish other parts of our organization were here, because it moves beyond just IT service management, and it's really for anyone who serves their customers. What are the things you need to be thinking about and helping the organization do? So I would say definitely anyone in all parts of IT will be expanding on the stuff that you and I are talking about today, but we'll also have a lot more of an in-depth discussion around some of the newer concepts, and give people enough to be conversant with others that have some good understanding of the ITIL 4 content.
Okay, sounds fabulous. I'm looking forward. I'm going to be one of those out there listening to the conversation. And if you have questions about it or want to register, you can go to the ITSMF USA website. It's next Tuesday, the 26th at 11 a.m. And then once you're finished, you can take off for your Thanksgiving break, but not before
Not before.
this presentation. So, Erika, thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your busy day to talk to us about all things ITIL, and we look forward to hearing from you next week.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.